This is Mozart's Lacrimosa slowed down by 500%. But when you hear it, it sounds like a texture wall of strings and choir, seamlessly blending into each section and the next. It has this meditative and ethereal presence, while still retaining the original essence of the song. That's because it's using a process called pause stretch. Traditionally, slowing down audio lowers the pitch, and when done to the effect of 500%, makes the original file unrecognizable. That's because most methods of slowing down audio are applied to all aspects of the whole track equally. Pause stretch does something a bit different. The pause stretch effect splits the audio track into grains and divides them so that it can be made longer. It cuts out or removes some of those grains based on the desired percentage to be stretched, and the remaining grains are extended and crossfaded and bled into each other. The result is almost always ambient. According to Medical News Today, the #1 most hated sound is a knife scraping against a glass bottle. I will spare you from hearing the initial sound, but this is what it sounds like after it's been applied through the pause stretch effect. Nails on a chalkboard. Police sirens. But the problem with pause stretch is that after you're familiar with the sound, everything put through it just starts to sound like it was pause stretched and not ambient. Pause stretch is a very powerful tool, and it is fundamental in making things sound ambient, but it's only step 2 of 3 in the process. When songs with percussion are put through the pause stretch effect, the transient of drums will sometimes clash with the melodic aspects of the song. The duration of each drum hit is supposed to be short and can be atonal, but the algorithm for the pause stretch effect doesn't discriminate. It's grabbing grains based on the set amount of time you tell it to fill. If it grabs a crash cymbal that is supposed to last less than a bar, it will be extended alongside the rest of the instruments, creating a potentially unwanted effect. So the best way to retain the tonal identity of the song you're making ambient is to just remove them. This can be done in 2 ways. The easiest way is just to EQ the sounds out. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to remove certain frequencies that might get in the way. The other, more accurate option is to upload it to the website splitter.ai. This website will take the song and split it into sections of vocals, piano, bass, drums, and everything else is put into the category of other. Download everything but the drums and recompile it in a Daw. Export the file. We touched on the process of pause stretch in the beginning of this video, but how do we apply it? Easy. Download the software PauxXstretch and install it. Drag the audio file into this area, and use this to stretch it to the desired amount of time. You can see how long the output of the track will be here. Don't worry too much about what these do. Click Render when you're ready to export. That pause stretch sound. I mentioned it earlier. What is it actually? Well, it's all those grains that are being grabbed from the pause stretch effect that weren't cross-faded into each other so seamlessly. It's a very granular sound. The way to get rid of this is to blend the whole track through reverb, or rather, use it as a base to create what I call pure reverb. In your DAW, take the pause stretch track and assign it to a mixer channel. In another mixer channel, grab your favorite reverb plugin and assign it here. Take your mixer channel with the pause stretch track and remove the signal from the master, but make sure to send it to the reverb channel. In the reverb plugin, set it to a 100% wet signal. You should now have a pure reverb sound with the pause stretch audio track being used as the main source. Ambience.